The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien is a classic epic fantasy book that takes place in the made-up world of Middle-earth. The book is a sequel to The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. It came out in 3 parts between 1954 and 1955. Since then, the book has become one of the most loved works of fantasy fiction, and Peter Jackson has turned it into a successful movie trilogy. In The Lord of the Rings, the story follows Frodo Baggins, a hobbit from the Shire, as he goes on a journey to destroy the One Ring, an old and powerful object made by the Dark Lord Sauron. The One Ring has the power to control all the other rings, and Sauron wants to use it to rule all of Middle-earth. The story takes place in a world where good and evil are at war with each other, and the fate of Middle-earth is up in the air. The wizard Gandalf the Grey comes to the Shire to find Frodo and ask him to help him destroy the One Ring. Frodo gets the ring from his uncle Bilbo, who got it during his adventures in The Hobbit. Frodo goes on his quest with 3 other hobbits, Sam, Merry, and Pippin, and a fellowship of other characters, including Gandalf, Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, and Boromir. As the fellowship travels through Middle-earth, they have to deal with a number of problems. They are being chased by Sauron's followers, like the scary Nazgul, who want the ring. They also meet trolls, orcs, giant spiders, and the evil creature Gollum, who has his own history with the ring. The fellowship breaks up in the end, and Frodo and Sam continue their journey on their own. They try to get to Sauron's land of Mordor, but there are many dangers and problems in their way. Along the way, the power of the ring weighs on Frodo more and more, and his friendship with Sam is tested. In the most important parts of the book, Frodo and Sam get to Mount Doom's fiery chasm, where the ring must be destroyed. Gollum comes up to them and bites Frodo's finger off to get the ring. In a moment of victory, Gollum throws the ring into the chasm. This destroys the ring and makes Sauron lose. Middle-earth is saved because the war is over. The Lord of the Rings is a work of fiction with many different parts and layers. It is an epic story with a huge number of characters and a huge, complicated world. Tolkien's skill at creating worlds and his attention to detail are unmatched, and his descriptions of Middle-earth are rich and full of detail. The fight between good and evil is one of the book's main ideas. The Fellowship stands for the forces of good, and they are willing to risk everything to free Middle-earth from Sauron's rule. Sauron and his followers, on the other hand, are the forces of evil. They want to control and enslave anyone who stands in their way. The power of friendship and loyalty is another theme of the book. The relationship between Frodo and Sam is at the heart of the story, and their loyalty to each other is tested many times along the way. In the end, it is their friendship that helps them complete their quest. Language and poetry are also important parts of the book. Tolkien was a linguist, and he made up many languages for the world of Middle-earth. Poems and songs written in these languages are all over the book, adding to its rich and detailed world building. These songs and poems also help to show how and why the characters feel and act the way they do. Tolkien's writing style is detailed and makes the reader feel like they are really in Middle-earth. He uses details and descriptions to give the story a sense of realism and depth, which makes it easy for readers to care about the characters and their journey. The pace of the book is also well done, with times of action and adventure mixed in with times of quieter thought and reflection. Character growth is one of the book's most important strengths. Each member of the Fellowship has a unique personality and backstory, which makes them feel more like real people than stereotypes. It's easy to feel Frodo's burden and struggle with the ring, and it's a powerful part of the story when it turns him evil. Sam's bravery and loyalty are inspiring, and the way he treats Frodo is one of the most moving parts of the book. The Lord of the Rings is also known for how it explores complicated ideas like power, corruption, and what evil is. The ring's corrupting power is a major theme of the book, and its power is shown to be both seductive and destructive. The book also makes you think about how power is used and how dangerous it is to try to control other people too much. The Lord of the Rings is a great work of fantasy writing as a whole. Tolkien's worlds, characters, and themes are all well made, which makes reading his books a rich and immersive experience. The fact that the book is still popular shows that it is a classic work of fiction, and its influence on the fantasy genre cannot be overstated.